Hey, you're listening to the All In Network podcast. My name is Dan McCabe, and today is day 30, where we are talking about belief, knowledge, and then action in your network marketing business. So this is a big one because we're just wrapping up the first third of All In for 90. And the first third is all about belief and why you need it so much to build your business. It's an absolute must. So, all right, excited for this one. Excited to be wrapping up this section. Let's go. Hey, what's up, everyone? Dan here, and I think this podcast is getting out a day late, so I was able to get enough internet and phone service over the weekend to do a little bit of work, and I was able to get the other ones out, but yesterday it just wasn't happening. We were in a very poor internet area to the point where I just gave up trying to get this sucker loaded. But you should be getting it, and I love this section, the first 30 days being on belief. How important it is. It doesn't matter, how experienced you are in sales if you have belief in what you are doing. Belief conquers all. When you truly believe in your business, you believe in your products, you believe in the company, you believe on the direction that you're going, when you have that, then people will just follow. And it really is that simple, that when you are that convicted in what you are doing, they can hear that in your voice. And even if you feel like you're stumbling through all your words, they're going to get it and they're going to follow anyways because they will sense it. When you don't believe, they'll sense that. And then it doesn't matter how polished you are anyways because they're not going to believe you. So I was reminded of a story that goes right along with the same topic a little while ago, when I was on a webinar for a network marketing team at another company, and I was going through and they had asked me to come along to help do some motivational and training for some of their reps, which I was more than happy to do. They're also using the Networker Pro software, so I was even more than happy to do it, to give them whatever kind of words of encouragement that I possibly could. But it caused me to think back to when I was in the very, very beginning of my network marketing journey. This was a couple companies ago, back in 2007. I had 6 people in a room, and I was giving my first real live presentation, and I could not talk. My mouth was like, it was full of cotton balls, and I was like, it was like no words could come out, and no matter what I did, there was not enough water in the building to lubricate my throat enough to where I could talk. But I believed in the product that I was selling. Like I knew that it worked. It was a mortgage-related product, helping people pay off their houses faster. I'm a super analytical person. It was based on math. I'd broken down the math. The math worked. I thought it was a tremendous product. I thought everybody needed it, especially knowing the crash that people were really in the middle of in 2007, and we knew was coming to help people save their houses. And I sucked at that presentation. I was horrible, but there were 6 people there. And when I reflect back on that day, I can remember seeing those faces. All 6 of those people were engaged with me the entire time. They could see my struggle, but they knew I had belief in what I was doing. They could see my struggle and they wanted to support me because they knew I was trying. Years later, as I got really good at speaking, or maybe not really good, but I feel like a lot better, and I started giving presentations in front of rooms of hundreds and hundreds of people and prospects, and I'd get super polished, and I knew what all my jokes were, and I would say them on time, and I knew when people were going to laugh, and all that fun stuff. I would also notice when I got really hyper polished that people didn't pay as close of attention. Embrace that time when you are struggling through those early presentations, because people will pay attention. Here's the crazy thing about that story with those 6 people. It was a $3,500 software product. It was expensive. In a period of time where cash was tight and people were lean, 4 out of those 6 people purchased it. 2 of those people invited me to really big meetings later that I was able to present to. So it was all 100% worth it. It was part of the struggle, but it's part of the struggle we all need to go through and we need to get better at. And the reason, and as I look back, the reason I was able to sell 4 of those. I mean, think about that. That's $14,000 worth of sales. The reason I was able to do that was because even though I sucked at the presentation, they knew I believed in what I was talking about. A lot of times you can get some sympathy purchases if they're under $100. These weren't sympathy purchases. These are $3,500. So even though my presentation was awful, they knew I believed it could help them. And they knew that I was truly there to help them. So that's the second thing. And, we talked about this in a few episodes back. I think we did anyways, if I recall. But something else that I said when I was talking to this group here a little bit earlier, as we are building this belief system through these first 30 days of All In for 90, our belief needs to be so strong that we feel like we are doing people a disservice if we do not share our opportunity with them, if we do not share the products that we sell with them. And when we get to be there, like get yourself there, because when you get yourself there, then it's just a matter of time. Get yourself there, stay there, push through the crappy stuff, and it's just a matter of time until you build the business that you dreamt of that first day when you joined your network marketing business, the one that kept you up at night. If you never had that feeling, if you never really fully believed in where you could go with this, start to figure it out. Otherwise, I'll get real with you really quick and tell you that maybe this just isn't for you. But I don't want people to think that, because this is a beautiful industry. You just need to find it within you. You need to find it within your products. You need to find it within your company to go out there and build it and give it everything you have for a long enough period of time to where it's going to pay you for the rest of your life. It is the only industry in the world where you can go give it everything you have and it's going to pay you for the rest of your life. That is so ridiculously cool. No other job does that, ever. I mean, think about most people who are working regular careers. How hard do they work? 40, 50, 60 hours a week consistently? I mean, and if they decide they don't want to do that job anymore, guess what the company says? Cool, you don't have to do it anymore. We'll find somebody else to replace you. Oh, and we're not going to pay you. Put that effort into something that's going to pay you forever. Come on. All right. So I'm going to go and wrap this one up, but the topic of the day was belief, knowledge, action, which is really what the first 30 days is about. It's about building the belief system through knowledge and taking action throughout. So at the All In Networker, well, we don't really have a merchandise store, but we do have some merchandise that if you are tricky or you ask me, we can get you access to. But we have some T-shirts that say belief, habits, action. It's kind of along the same idea. It's build that belief, build the habits, and take the action. And everything else will work itself out. So appreciate you guys, as always, for jumping on. If you want to connect with me, LinkedIn's the best place to do it. Hit me up in the direct messenger there. I check all those myself. Otherwise, go on over to the allinnetworker.com website and check out all the fun things we got going on there. Download the free training on leverage and how to build an ecosystem around your business. And just love to see you guys around the social communities all over the interweb. So appreciate you. Thank you very much. Talk to you tomorrow. Thanks a lot.